Hey, check out this new candle I got. It's like they make it out of a beer bottle. They cut off the top and fill it with a candle. That's pretty cool, right? So basically every Monday I have this group that I go to. It's like part of a church. It's a discussion group. It's kind of far away from me. It's like a half hour away because I live in the middle of nowhere and I have to drive a long ways to get anywhere I want to go. Everyone else in the group lives like 5 minutes from the meeting place. And tonight, do you hear the thunder? Tonight they canceled it because it was thundering and stuff. It was like, yeah, it was torrential downpours tonight, tornado warnings, all that. And they canceled it like a half hour beforehand. And I get there early because it takes me a while to get there, and there's a Starbucks nearby. I like to get coffee beforehand. So I'm at the Starbucks, I look at my phone, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll cancel it so you guys don't have to drive in the rain. So you don't have to drive the 5 minutes to get to the meeting place. Meanwhile, stupid FJ has to drive a half hour home through the rain and the tornadoes. Don't worry about him. You guys, we don't want you to drive 5 minutes. So stay safe, guys. So I ended up just sitting at Starbucks for an hour because it was a torrential downpour. It was like, I felt like I was in Florida or something, because I was just parked across the street from the Starbucks, but it was the kind of rain that was so heavy that had I been in it for like 2 seconds, I would have been totally drenched. So I just sat there for an hour waiting. I think maybe what it is being in a somewhat unfamiliar place makes me feel a little bit anxious. So after an hour, I was like, starting to feel like, am I ever going to leave this place? That's, you know, it was like, it was not quite boredom, but I just felt like I needed to do something else. I almost got to the point where I read a newspaper. That's how bad it was. I almost read a newspaper. Well, anyway, that's not the point of this. Driving home, I was thinking to myself, you know, these people didn't think about me at all when they canceled the meeting. They just thought about themselves driving 5 minutes in the rain. It rubbed me the wrong way, and it's... the point of this video, if you were wondering, it's so hard to make friends once you're out of school though. It's so hard to make friends because, maybe that's the thing, when you're in school, you're not trying to make friends, you're just there and you happen to make friends because they sit next to you in biology class every day. But now it's like, I have to look for places, I have to, find people who have common interests and then go there and spend time with them. And when people are clearly only thinking about themselves and didn't give one thought towards you, you're like, wow, I'm not putting in that much work, but I'm making effort to develop some kind of friendship here, and there's no reciprocation at all. And it's the kind of thing where it makes me want to react in a rash way, almost, where I'm just like, I'll never speak to them again, like, and I'm done. Which is petty, right? That's not a good reaction to have. But it just feels like I'm putting in so much effort and nobody cares. And I understand, like, I wouldn't care if someone was putting in effort, but I feel like I hope I would be thinking enough to say, oh, this person comes from far away, so if we're going to cancel the meeting, let's do it in a timely manner. You know? That's the other thing that sucks about being an adult, is that everyone is just looking out for themselves. I mean, everyone is always looking out for themselves, but when you're a kid, there's not as much of yourself to look after, you know? When you're an adult, it's like you have all these other attachments and these appendages in your life, and your life becomes much more unwieldy. Here I am on this channel, proselytizing and being like, you need friends, go out and get friends, guys. And, here I am, hemorrhaging friends, the few that I have, and I can barely make new ones, and I'm ready to just give up on the whole endeavor. I don't know, maybe society lies to us about friends, and it's just normal as adults to not have any friends, and you just have a family, and that's your friends, your spouse and your kids, and your neighbor whose fence comes up to here, and that's all you see. I try not to get self-pitying about it, but sometimes it hits me, it's like, I have no friends. If I really wanted views, I would name this video, Why I Don't Have Any Friends, and then do a thumbnail that was like, trying to make myself look like really demure and stuff, but kind of sad. Check it out, there's a whole genre of YouTube videos called Why I Don't Have Any Friends, and it's all like really attractive women posing in a way so that all the men are like, I'll be your friend. I don't need a lot of friends. I would just like maybe one or two in the real world where I could say, hey guys, let's hang out. And you know, I guess I do. I have some people from college that I see somewhat regularly, but isn't that the thing? It's like, well, if you look at the situation in reality, you do have friends, but I don't know. What do I expect from friends? What do I consider a friend? I don't even know. Someone that I can talk to on a deep level? I don't really have anyone like that. Maybe I do, but I always feel guilty unloading. There's part of me that when I see people in real life who have a bunch of friends, it makes me question what's really going on. Like, I question how genuine it actually is. It's like, is there a real friendship there, or is it just kind of the idea of it? Is there real, true loyalty? What am I, like, does that make any sense? It's sort of like, I guess to me, friendship should be like this really deep, powerful thing. And when I see people who have a bunch of friends, it makes me wonder if they really are friends in the way that I think of it. Anyway, geez, this is damning stuff I'm putting in this video. Be yourself, guys. Have you ever heard that before? I don't think anyone's ever said that. Let me know in the comments, have you ever made friends in adulthood? Is this something that anyone can do, or do I have this wrong-headed thing? Am I trying to capture water in a basket, as it were? Thank you very much for watching. I am honored that you watched this far. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, stay cool.